Okay. I posted a lot of things on YouTube before. I'm all over Twitter and Facebook and Insta. Um, but I feel like sometimes the best way to get something accomplished is to take it to the streets. So, a little bit of background. Growing up, my father was in the union. We had good medical and dental insurance. I went for a checkup and a cleaning every 6 months. It was like the late 70s, early 80s. So there were cavities that occurred and were fixed. Back in the day, I was always afraid of going to the doctor because there might be some like needles involved. We'll see how long that lasts. And I was completely needle phobic. But the dentist was okay because even if I had to get a filling, like the needle that they put in my mouth was not, it was doable, it wasn't a big deal. Fast forward to many, many, many years later. Um, Over years and time, a lot of times I haven't had insurance or I haven't had the money to pay for things above a cleaning or an x-ray. And so my regular schedule of every 6 months it definitely fell by the wayside. I got sober in 2002. And again, not consistent jobs, not jobs that had insurance. I think it was around 2006 where I did go to a dentist and he said to me, like, you have these two fillings that you should get out. They're old and they expand and they might crack your teeth. And oh, you know what? That sounded reasonable to me. So I went in to get one of them done and he looked at the x-ray again. Meanwhile, I'm back in the chair. Uh, he looks at the x-ray again and says to me, what are we going to do if we hit a nerve? And I guess the chair is here regardless. So, what are we going to do if we hit a nerve? I'm like, what do you mean? What are we going to do if we hit a nerve? Because the root canal was not on the table. That was not what I was there to do. So I'm just like, that's a root canal, right? He's like, yeah, possibly. I might be able to put like some temporary stuff in there or whatever. I'm like, what? Okay, slow your roll. Let me have some time to think about this because not only am I now being faced with an unexpected procedure, but that would also be an unexpected financial burden because root canals aren't like, 100% paid or anything. So I sat there for a second and I got up out of the chair and left. And that was that. I believe I saw a dentist maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 years later off of Groupon. She was very cool. She basically was like a mechanic. Like she wrote out a list of things I had to do and what order I had to do them in, that's cool, right? But it has been a very hot minute since I've been to the dentist. In that time, this cracked, so I have half of a tooth. This cracked, so I have half of a tooth. I know I'm doing a very poor job with those babies. So basically, I'm coming here. My plea is a couple things. One, I need some work done. I have Medicaid. From what I understand, it doesn't cover much. It covers cleaning and a checkup if I can find someone that will take it. But this is apocryphal, but like someone told me like, yeah, it doesn't cover root canals or anything like that. What it covers is the tooth being pulled. I was like, I don't know about that. Like, I love that the premise or the possibility of getting basically permanent teeth again, like implants, exists. That definitely was not a thing most of my life. But they're also tremendously expensive and take two different procedures. Um, but in the meantime, that's in the future. What I'm really looking for is someone that can like look at these, take care of these, maybe do root canals. I don't know. And this angst is my next part of the problem is that I'm very, very anxious. The dentist now has become a source. I can go to the doctor, no problem. The dentist has now become the source of my anxiety. And so If I had money, insurance and or money, I would definitely find someone who could do a little twilight on me while they cleaned me and did whatever, and maybe even root canal or whatever it is. Um, I definitely am positive that Medicaid doesn't cover that. If it does, please enlighten me. Um, so I'm basically, hey, Chicago dentists, anyone need like an amazing, there's chocolate chips. That also tells you part of my problem. I want to eat sweets at night. I will tell you that on the side of that is some fruit, so it's not all terrible. But um, does anyone want to help me? You will get press. My personal, like, it's not a million people, it's 1,000 people on Twitter, and 2,000 people on Facebook, and I don't really know how many on. Well, you know what? It's right here. I can tell you right now how many on Insta. I was gonna say I don't really know how many on Insta. I don't wanna overestimate and then look like a fool. So I'm just gonna wait for that to come up on my slow ass iPhone. Um, 851. I was pretty much right on the money. I will not stop talking about you if this works out. I will sing your praises to anyone who asks me about a dentist, eh, assuming that I have a good experience. But I think if you're seeing this and you're being called to help me, we will work well together. Um, yeah, I'll sing your praises to anyone who says they need a dentist. I'll write you a Yelp review if necessary, like whatever you want. Like I will be your advocate. So, yeah, kind of weird, but I feel like it's one of these things where you can't know if you don't ever ask. So, Chicago dentists, can you help a sister out? Um, and yeah, I'll I'll say as much as I can about you wherever I can say it. Have a great day.